Oh yeah, thank you for joining me today. Unafraid Show, Reister or Wrong. It's your boy George Reister here. Greatest Unafraid Show of all time. I'm fuming, I'm steaming, I'm ready to go. Hope you guys are ready today. We got a bunch of great things up for you guys. First of all, the most interesting thing I heard or saw today is, and it made me steaming hot because I'm sitting here like, why in the hell did I have to read this story? So I read a story today that said that Baker Mayfield was going to be eligible for the NFL Combine. And I'm like, okay, why wouldn't he be? Oh, because he got arrested February 25th. And I'm like, what the hell? When the hell did Baker Mayfield get arrested? Listen, and it made me screw up the date. Because that was last year. We've all seen the video. We've all seen the footage. He was publicly intoxicated. All this stuff. He played an entire season, won the Heisman Trophy. But we're talking about whether he's eligible for the NFL Combine. Yes, a DUI. He didn't even get a DUI. He was walking around in public drunk. And you're going to tell, we have to talk about whether Baker Mayfield is eligible for the NFL Combine. Man, if y'all don't get the hell out of here with that, that's actually insane. Like, that was the most interesting thing I read. Okay, I get that some people wanted to keep, the kid Joe Mixon out of the Combine last year because of domestic abuse, despite it happening so long ago. But come on, man. Baker Mayfield? Baker Mayfield for public intoxication? We got NFL players playing with DUIs. Oh, he's going to, at least he wasn't driving. Like, the kid didn't even do anything really that bad. And he got hurt in the process. He learned his lesson. But we have to talk about if Baker Mayfield is eligible for the Combine. I mean, damn. Well, I mean, that was a waste of time of my reading today. You guys make sure you swipe up, share the feed, like the feed, and send your comments in as well. I will get to those. But what else we got up today? There's an Ohio basketball team that was booted out of the league for racist jerseys. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about Tua Tagovailoa, quarterback for Alabama. He became an instant viral star Monday, leading Alabama to the comeback and the national championship. Coaches, advertisers, administrators, shoe companies all made a ton of money, but Tua and his teammates will see none of that. That sounds like a sweatshop to me, but I got answers on how to fix that, on how to actually pay the players. I mean, I got answers on how to pay the players and make everybody happy. Ben Roethlisberger says he wants to play Jacksonville in the playoffs to avenge his 5-interception game earlier this year. But some people are criticizing him for that. I mean, damn, man. I mean, what the hell? Do you want him to just say, oh, yes, we'll just play whoever we play? I mean, come on, man. Stop being weak. Then we're going to get in a little bit of H&M too, because they out of their damn mind too. But first we're going to start with the Ohio basketball team. The Ohio boys basketball team that got booted for racist jerseys. At no point in time, like how many times, like can you tell me that stuff is just a joke or a cute incident nobody was thinking when some stuff is really racist? I mean, how many times? There's only so many times that you're going to say that and I'm actually going to believe it. Because at this point in time, I don't believe it at all. So here's what happened. There's a Ohio rec team. Like, this is a team made up of 7th to 12th graders. These kids are not playing competitive sports. They're not. They are playing recreational ball, fair play. Everybody plays the same amount of time. These type of things. And one of the cool things, because I've played in rec leagues, I played in adult basketball leagues. One of the cool things is that you get to pick your team name. So people normally pick stuff like what? Cougars. Oh, we cool, the Cooley High crew, the Rock Stars. If you want to get creative, you can call yourself like I have a friend who had a team. He called himself the Swinging Salami, the Soul Crushers, Yo Mamas. But that's not what this team did. Mind you, this is 7th to 12th graders. The team name that some adults thought was okay was the Wet Dream. The Wet Dream. Okay, cool. Cool. If you're going to be cool with that, okay, whatever. The Wet Dream as your kid's team name. I'm not having my kid play on that team, but you can have your kid play on the team if you want to call yourself the Wet Dream. Whatever. But then, to make it even worse, the names on the back of these kids' jerseys is what got them jammed up. The names on the back of the jerseys included Coon and Negro. Not Negro, Negro. Knee space GROW. While the creativity is there, that's some BS. And to make it even worse, nobody complained initially. This team played 3 games. They played 3 games before anybody even complained. So, and some people wanted to blame the kids. I'm not even mad at the kids for this happening. I'm mad at the damn adults because I'm wondering, like, think about how many levels of adults that this had to go through to get approved. Like, who approved this? I mean, like, somebody at the printer had to be like, are you sure you want these names? I mean, the parents had to sign off on it. They're like, oh, okay, cool. No problem. Yeah, I like the Coon and the Negro on the back. Yeah, that's cool. And the Wet Dream name. Yeah, I'm all in on that too. The league. Nobody in the league noticed initially. Okay, cool, whatever. And then, I mean, aunties, uncles all coming to the game. Nobody said anything for 3 damn games. And then I thought, I'm sitting there like, okay, like the scariest part is not that the adults like approve this and that people were okay with this. The scariest part about it is that who knows what the hell else that they would approve. Like if they would have okayed these names on the back and the team name Wet Dream for these 7th to 12th graders, what the hell else would these people approve in life? I mean, like these people are so stupid that you probably have to tell them like not to blow dry their hair in the bathtub. Like that's the level of ignorance that we're dealing with right here. Oh God. I mean, like how many times can you just do racist stuff and people just like, it was just a childish joke. And then the dude's apology, the team name apology was even, the apology was even worse. He said, the guy named, his name is Walt Gill. He issued a statement through the league. And this dude said, we sincerely apologize to anybody that was offended by our jerseys. We offered to cover them up or change them. However, the league saw it fit to remove us and we have accepted the decision. Well, you had racist names on the back of your jerseys for 7th to 12th graders that you called the Wet Dream. I mean, damn. Oh, God. Next thing up, though, I have some cool stories to tell you guys. I have some cool stories to tell you guys today. But before we get to that, Ben Roethlisberger. People are criticizing Ben Roethlisberger for comments on his radio show about wanting to play the Jacksonville Jaguars in the playoffs. Excuse me? Ben Roethlisberger said, you know, any game that we're going to play in the postseason is going to be a difficult opponent. But just for me personally, I'd love to prove that 5 interceptions wasn't me in that game. So Ben Roethlisberger threw 5 interceptions earlier in the year against Jacksonville Jaguars. And then after the game, he was like, oh, you know, maybe I just don't have it anymore. Okay, and now he wants to play him again in the playoffs, but people are criticizing Ben Roethlisberger. Like, where on earth does that make sense? Like, well, no, he shouldn't have said that. He shouldn't have said that because, you know, he's going to give the Jacksonville Jaguars more motivation in it. Listen, stop being weak, man. Stop being weak. Like, can we stop being so, like, extra sensitive? Please? Please? I mean, oh, he's going to give the Jacksonville Jaguars more motivation. Listen, if they don't already have enough motivation to beat the Steelers, then guess what? They shouldn't be in the league anyway. They already do. I mean, like, I don't even understand this bulletin board material stuff. Oh, don't give them bulletin board material. Ben, no, you should have said every opponent's going to be tough. No, man, some of them, Sometimes you have personal stuff. That's where the NFL has been completely screwing up, completely missing it for a while. Is they have not had the competition. They have not had the rivalry, and they have not had like the intrigue that we loved about the NFL. And that's the thing that doesn't make sense to me. Is that you're sitting there like, okay, why? What is the problem here? Like, what is the problem? No, I loved it. And then AJ Bouye and Jalen Ramsey responded, which was great as well. It was great. I'm sitting there like, why on earth do I not want Jalen Ramsey and AJ Bouye to respond? Because what they said was great. And that's going to get me to tune into the game because I know it's going to be trash talking. I know it's going to be, it's going to be intense. That's what I want to see in the playoffs. So AJ Bouye told Ben Roethlisberger, yo, homeboy, be careful what you wish for. Be careful what you wish for. And Jalen Ramsey said, hey, man, didn't we always put this dude in retirement last time? I love it. I love it. And people aren't giving the Jaguars a chance. But somebody just said, do the Jaguars have a chance to win this game? Yes. They blew the Steelers out last game, so obviously they have a chance. Does everybody resoundingly think that Pittsburgh should win because of their quarterback situation? Yeah. I mean, Blake Bortles rushed for under 100 yards and rushed for more yards than he passed for last week. So yes, sir. The Jaguars do have a chance, but the Steelers should win the game. Yeah, I just don't understand where we're getting to in this country, where we're like so extra sensitive. We are extra sensitive. It is ridiculous. I wanted to tell some stories today. I wanted to tell some stories about rookie hazing. About rookie hazing in the NBA and in the NFL and what I went through and some of these stories. You guys are going to enjoy this. Please make sure you swipe up, share the feed, like the feed, continue the conversation. So rookie hazing in professional sports is real. And how it works is this. So when you're a rookie, you have certain duties that you have to do. There are certain things that the vets, there are certain things that they're going to ask you to do, and you need to comply. Like, you absolutely need to comply. Otherwise, there are consequences. And one of the consequences that we saw recently was Giannis Antetokounmpo. Giannis Antetokounmpo, he plays for the Milwaukee Bucks, the Greek Freak. So one of the things that he asked one of their rookies to do was put towels on his chair every game. Put towels on his chair every game. And so one game or two games or whatever, the kid didn't do it. The kid goes out after the game, goes to his Mercedes truck, his G-Wagon, and he opens the door and all this damn popcorn falls out. He opens up every door. The entire car is filled up with popcorn. I don't know how much popcorn that this took, but guess what? He couldn't even get in the damn car. But these are the things that where hell is to pay if you do not pay up when you are a rookie. Like, you have to do all of these things. And I'm going to tell you a story from when I was in Jacksonville, my rookie year. So one of the things that I had to do when I was a rookie was, so you have to bring the vets like on the plane. We should always have to bring Popeye's chicken on the plane. So you used to have to, so there's Saturday practice. You get out from Saturday practice. There's a few hours where you can get dressed, and then you have to drive to the airport to the private plane. And between practice being over and getting to the plane, you have to stop at Popeye's and bring chicken on the plane. So, and if you didn't do that, there was hell to pay. If you didn't carry a helmet, there was hell to pay. And I'll tell you this, what I did is one day I did not carry Kyle Brady's helmet into the stadium. Kyle was not too happy about it. The other veterans were not too happy about it because I was a little kid. I was a kid who came out and was like, listen, I'm the man out here in these streets. I'm the man. I ain't carry no other man's helmet. You carry your own damn helmet. Like, that was my approach to it, which was completely wrong. Completely wrong. And so one day, we had this lineman named Chris Naoli. Mind you, the linemen in the NFL are enormous. They're enormous and enormously strong. One day, I am walking in the locker room like a normal person, and I get like absolutely blindsided, like bam, I get tackled. And the linemen, Ephraim Salam, Chris Naoli, all the rest of these dudes literally jumped me and grabbed me and held me down. So I'm sitting here like this, and I just gave up. They take me up on my legs. They take me up on my hands. They like wrap me up like a mummy with tape. And so they pick me up, and we have these big bins that you put your laundry in. So like the big, the big carts that you put your laundry in. They threw me in one of those carts, wheeled me into the training room, and I'm sitting there like, I have no idea what's getting ready to happen, what the hell they're getting ready to do, but I know I got to accept it because there was no fighting back. They were too big. They wheeled me over to the training room. They take me into where the cold tub and the hot tubs are. Mind you, the cold tub is like 5 feet deep, so it's pretty deep, and I'm taped up. They wheeled me over and dumped me into the cold tub. I'm taped up like a mummy. And I'm in the cold tub. It's like 34 degrees. I'm in the cold tub, like damn near drowning in the cold tub. These fools wouldn't fish me out. And I'm sitting there damn near drowning, and they're all up there laughing. Like, these are the kind of things that happen to rookies. And the other thing is, I'm going to reveal a story. Another thing that happened to me as a rookie is that we were talking about the rookie hazing with Giannis Antetokounmpo, him putting popcorn in one of his rookie teammates' car. Because I'll tell you this. Here's the thing I'm gonna tell you before I tell you the $4,000 story. Is never get into a prank war with anybody who has more money than you. That's a rule in life. Never get into a prank war. Hear this clearly. Never get into a prank war with somebody that has more money than you. So, and that goes to Mark Brunell. So Mark Brunell, who was the quarterback in Jacksonville, his last season was my rookie year. So Mark, he got into it with one of the other guys on the team. They're pranking each other all the time. And one day we go on a road trip. Like a road trip, we're playing away. We come back to the stadium, and when you go to the games, you have a couple choices. You can either drive to the stadium, drive to the airport, like I was telling you earlier, or you can leave your car at the stadium in the safe, secure parking lot, and then ride the bus back. So we go on a trip. We leave to go back, and and the guy, I forgot his name. Damn. He comes back. He's looking for his car. Can't find his car. Come to find out, this dude's car is in Tallahassee. Mark Brunell had his car towed to Tallahassee because he was playing them games. And that's the way it works. But to go back to the rookie dinner, though. So in addition to all the other duties that you have to do as a rookie, at some point in time, you have to take the veterans out to eat. And my rookie year, it was me and other big rookie was Vince Manawai, my friend Vince. So Vince decides that he's going to, so we go to Ruth's Chris. Tight ends, linemen, quarterbacks, that's who we invited to the dinner. And what I learned from the previous year was that the previous year's dinner was $9,000. One meal, like 20 people, $9,000. And you know what these assholes do? You know what they do? They would go and order bottles of Dom Perignon, shots of Louis XIII, and literally either just pop the cork, just taste it, and then just sit it there because they want to spend your money. It's like a rite of passage. So what I did is, the dinner was at like 7 o'clock. So what I did is I got to the restaurant. I got to Ruth's Chris about 6 o'clock, and I met with the manager. I was like, yo, last year, I know we're having our rookie dinner tonight, and last year the dinner was $9,000. I'm not trying to do all that, because what they do is they pop all these bottles of stuff that they're not going to drink, all this stuff. And I said, I need you to keep the bill down for me. He was like, he kind of looked at me funny. I handed him $500 in cash. I said, listen, I need you to keep this bill down for me. He looked at me, looked at the cash. No problem, brother. No problem. I got you. So then we go to the dinner. They're ordering steaks. They're ordering whatever. Okay, fine. Whatever. You eat $100 a person. Nobody cares. Then they start ordering drinks. Hey, yo, can I get a shot of Louis? Can I get a shot of Dom Perignon? I mean, a bottle of Dom P. Bottle of Cristal. No. Oh, man. Sorry. Our liquor delivery is not till tomorrow. We're all out tonight. Oh, man, it sucks. Blah, blah, blah. So they keep ordering and ordering. They never have the most expensive thing on the menu. And turns out, bill was $4,321, and I still have the receipt. Amazing win for G. Reister. The last thing up today, though, is, well, the next to last thing up that we have up today is the sweatshop that is the NCAA. The sweatshop that is the NCAA. I've been going off on this for a while about paying the players and all this. You guys make sure that you swipe up, share the feed right now as well. So Tua Tagovailoa plays for Alabama. Helped them win a national championship on Monday night. Great. Viral superstar. He's a superstar. Guess how much money he can make off that? Not a damn dime. He's got to go back to his dorm, can't start a YouTube channel, can't sign an autograph, can't maximize his 15 minutes of fame like everybody else can out there in the world and in life. What kind of sense does that make? That makes no sense. So even if you don't want to pay the players, at least allow them to monetize their own name and trade on their own name. Because that doesn't make any sense to me. That's why I say the NCAA is sweatshop labor. It is sweatshop labor. It is not slavery. The NCAA is not anything else. It is not racist. It's not any of these things. It is sweatshop labor. Like you, when anytime that when you are the main commodity, I'm not talking about because people said, oh, these are like people who work on an everyday basis. You work and you work, the company makes money, blah, blah, blah. That's the way it normally works. I'm sitting there like, no, that's actually not what this is. This is actually a totally different scenario. Like, this is a totally different scenario. This is a scenario where what the revenue that you are generating and you are the actual secret sauce. The players are the secret sauce. So, and that they are not being compensated for that, and they're not allowed to trade on their own name. Now, that sounds so un-American. I mean, like, that is the most un-American thing that I can think of. I can't think of anything more un-American than that. Like, then prohibiting somebody else's ability to make money. I mean, can anybody think about anything that's more un-American than that? Nothing. There's nothing more un-American than prohibiting somebody else's way to trade on their name. And so I presented a problem, but now when you present problems in life, you have to present solutions. So here is my solution to being able to pay the players in the NCAA. Number one, allow them to trade on their own name. If you want to start a YouTube channel, go ahead, get your subscribers, because that is not only a way for you to make money now, but that you're building a career, you're building a brand at that point in time. No problem with that at all, because it's free to everybody. Stars are stars. It can be in football, basketball, baseball, track, whatever the hell it is. You can have a YouTube channel. If you want to sign autographs for money, no problem. After a national championship game, you get one signing. Something like that. Cool, no problem. Make your bread, homeboy. But it's got to be a team signing and everybody splits the money. I'm in. But how you pay the players is you pay them in an annuity. Because how annuities work is that you put money in now and then you get it out later. That's the way it works. So it allows your principal to grow to a different number. And you base it upon graduation. Because once kids graduate, they can get their annuity. You know what this does? This solves a couple other problems as well. It solves the problem of kids not graduating. Because more kids will graduate, especially football players, because they play 3 years, 3.5 years, then don't finish their degree. If they know that they have money waiting for them on the other end, oh, they're going to finish that degree. Especially the ones that don't go to the pros. They're definitely going to finish their degree. Because now you have something to look forward to. So if you don't want to pay them initially, yes, pay them in an annuity. And then the annuity, if the conferences pool their monies together, they can make a gigantic pot, $100, $200 million, $300 million, whatever it is. Kind of like an endowment. And then it will essentially, the interest can fund some of the payouts. And it's constantly growing each and every year. That's how you pay the players. Well, what about Title IX? Title IX, easy to get around with this one. Because the sport, so football at pretty much every school funds all the rest of the sports, especially all the women's sports, and all the sports except for basketball. Pretty much all of them. So what you do is that those other sports have to find a way to generate some revenue. So football still kicks down money to all those places. However, money that comes from certain pots gets split in a percentage, whatever that percentage deems to be, 15%, 18%, 25%, whatever it is, goes back to the players and their annuity. And so football money stays within football, basketball, baseball, soccer, softball, all these things in terms of the annuities. So if you get if the softball team becomes, they go viral and they find a way to raise a bunch of money, they GoFundMe or whatever the hell it is, guess what? They keep their own money. I see that as a great plan. I don't see anything wrong with the plan. I don't see anything, that doesn't make sense with the plan. Looks beautiful to me. The last thing that we have up for today is we already talked about the racist situation in Ohio, which made no damn sense with these damn jerseys. You said who's not racist? Who's not racist? The people in their jerseys are racist. So I'm not sure how people have racist jerseys, but you can assume that they may not have racist views in their history and in their body. Come on. That makes no sense. Like I can't make sense out of that. H&M. So you've seen H&M and their ad. Their ad that came out and said the coolest monkey in the jungle. And it's a black kid. I just don't understand how this keeps getting passed through. Do you understand how many people have to look at an ad for it to end up in publications, for it to end up on television, for it to end up other places? Do you know how many sets of eyeballs have to approve this? A lot. So the person who did it, the person who took the picture, the person who edited the pictures, the person who put the spread together, they had, we're talking about 10 to 20 sets of eyeballs. We're talking 10 to 20 different sets of eyeballs on this print ad, that coolest monkey in the jungle with a black kid. And nobody thought that, oh, wait, hold up. No, this is a horrible idea. Nobody thought that was a horrible idea. Somebody said, who were they talking about? I mean, it makes no sense. Makes no sense. And then the apologies are what's bad about it. And the idea that they didn't know what they were doing, I can't accept that anymore. I can't accept it. Especially after the Dove ad, where the Dove ad had the black lady. She gets washed with soap. She gets washed with the beautiful, cleanest Dove soap, and now she's white. Excuse me? Excuse me. Excuse me. I mean, at some point in time, I have to believe that these companies and these people know what they're doing. They know what they're doing. I mean, so it is frustrating to me. I mean, frustrating at best at this point in time. You guys, so we covered a lot of stuff today. We covered the Ohio basketball team with the racist jerseys. H&M is racist right now. That's BS. I mean, you don't draw attention to your brand that way, because guess what? People have shown that they'll stop buying. Ben Roethlisberger, no problem with his comments. Rookie duties are the best in pro football. And the sweatshop labor that is college athletics. Thank you guys for joining me today. Unafraid Show, Reister or Wrong. George Reister here. Make sure you download the podcast, swipe up, share the feed, all those things. Peace out. We will catch you guys tomorrow.